Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for tuning in today. And as the holiday season approaches, I am presenting another idea that you can use to dress up just an ordinary gift like a bottle of sparkling water or wine, and that's this bottle tag. So this could be used at any time, like for a host or hostess gift, and it's very easy to put together. So let's get started. I'm using this Cheers sentiment from the Heartfelt Wishes set, which is in the current mini catalog from Stampin' Up! In December of 2021. And then I have some paper here already cut. This is our evening evergreen cardstock, cut at 3.5 by 8, and I'm going to score that at 2 1/4. Then I have a piece of this beautiful Ever Eden Specialty Designer Series paper. This is available while supplies last and as an early release promotion of the Eden's Garden Suite. And as of now, it's still available, and it's beautiful and can be used really for any time. This piece is cut at 3 1/4 by 5. I have a scrap piece of soft succulent that I'm going to stamp the sentiment on, and a piece of gold foil cut at 1 1/2 by 3 1/4. So to get started, let's just get this piece here and score it at 2 1/4 inches. So I'm just going to bring in my trimmer and put it right up there at the 2 1/4 mark. Move that cutting blade out of the way, and then get this scoring blade to score that one little score that we have to do to make the little bottle tag. So I'm just going to bend on that a little bit. Now for this, I've already pre-die cut some of my elements, but I wanted to show you what I used. I have the basic border dies. These are in the annual catalog, and I used this one to die cut the border edge. Okay, and then you need a circle here, which you can use a punch or one of your layering circles dies, and it measures about 1 3/4 of an inch. You could probably do 1 1/2 inches. I found that the closer to 1 3/4 the better, and I just put that on there and die cut that circle out and the border edge. So let me put these away and I'll show you what that looks like. And here I have that ready to go. So you see that's scored at the 2 1/4. It's got that fancy edge, and we're good to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the designer paper, and that's just going to layer over top there just beneath that fold line. So I'm just going to get some multi-purpose liquid glue and put some on the back of this. And this specialty paper is accented with that beautiful gold foil, which is why I chose to add that as the accent piece. Okay, so now we have that part ready to go. And so if you take a look at this piece, this gold foil, it is cut at 1 1/2 by 3 1/4, and I am going to use the Delightful Tag Topper Punch. And at 1 1/2 inches, it slips right into that smallest area there. Push it all the way in and give it a punch. And then let's do the same on the other side. Slip it all the way in until you don't get some resistance there. Okay, and there we have a little tag that we can use over top. And so that could be fine there as a backdrop for our sentiment, but I decided to add a little pizzazz to it, and I ran it through the embossing folder, which foil through with embossing is beautiful. So let me show you what I used. I had the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, and I slipped it right in there to catch the tops of some of those trees. You really could use any embossing folder you have. On this first one, you can see right here behind the Cheers, I used this star crossed, and I put it right here in this crosshatch to get that design. So really, you could use anything and it would be great. And so now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And I am going to get some ribbon that I've pre-cut here. I've got some of the soft succulent and evening evergreen open weave ribbon cut at about 12 inches. And I'm going to take that and thread it through this left-hand side and come around the back. And then I'm just going to squeeze those ends together and go through this edge. Okay, and then come around the front there. All right. And so you can have those ends staggered, or you can cut them evenly. I'm going to go ahead and tie that off, though. I have a piece of gold shimmer ribbon. You could use gold twine. You could use another piece of this ribbon here. In fact, if you wanted to, you could just run one strand of ribbon through and then tie with a different color. But I wanted to tie in both of those colors, the evening evergreen and the soft succulent, which are in this designer paper, and then tie this up with this beautiful gold shimmer ribbon. Okay, so I have that. So now I'm going to do some trimming, I think. I'm just going to stagger the lengths of these, but give them a little more of a neat edge. So I'm just trimming off the edges of this ribbon at an angle. Okay, and then let's go ahead and trim the gold as well. All right, and so now, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and let me decide how I want to adhere that. I think I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue again. So I'm going to just put some on the back here and on that ribbon, and then just mount that like that, and just give it a press for a minute to hold it down. And let me get these scraps out of the way. Okay, so now all we have left is to stamp our image, or our sentiment, I should say. So here I have the cheers mounted, and evening evergreen ink, and I'm going to stamp that, and then very quickly move that out of the way. I'm going to fussy cut around this image or sentiment, and I want it to have like a soft feel, so I am curving all of the cuts and going around rather than cutting straight. And you don't have to be too intricate with your cutting. Just follow the outline of the sentiment, okay? So now we have that. And then I'm going to take some mini Stampin' Dimensionals and just pop those on the back there. And then let's go ahead and finish this off, and then I'll show you how it looks on a bottle there. But of course we have to add a little bit of bling. And so also in that Eden's Garden suite, these gems could still be available at this time, but again, these are on a wall supplies last basis. And I'm going to take some of these beautiful gems and just scatter them. And then maybe some of these small ones here, just to add a little touch of sparkle. Okay, so that was quick and easy, don't you think? So here I have this bottle of sparkling red grape juice, which could also be a wine bottle, and that just slips over top just like that and makes a really pretty presentation for a gift. Okay, I hope you will give that a try. If you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and if I can help you with anything, let me know. Take care. Bye bye.